Welcome Libra to your weekly reading. This is for the 24th of November to the 1st of December. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Libra, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We will then take a look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. We'll then move on and take a look at your unexpected blessing coming through this week. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Libra, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with Temperance and Judgment, and we are looking at the possible energy beginning the week. Now Libra, you've got two major arcana cards coming out, so this is a strong message coming through. And what you are being asked to do at the beginning of this week, Libra, is to stop waiting. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect before you move forward. Stop waiting until you look a certain way or feel a certain way, or waiting for somebody else to say something or do something. The time for taking action has arrived. Now with Temperance here, my dearest Libras, I do feel that some of you have been in this waiting energy for some time. And Libra, it's so natural. We all do that. We want to wait until we feel everything is perfect before we make a big move, before we start looking for a job so we can leave a job we've outgrown, before we put ourselves out there to start dating because we want to look a certain way or feel a certain way. Your big message is no more waiting, my dear Libras. Time to answer the angel's trumpet, which is calling you to stand up and take action. Get out there and just do it. Let go of waiting for everything just to be the way you want it. Because if you do that, my dearest Libras, you could end up waiting forever. There is no time like the present to dive right in. What you need to know is that what is meant for you will always be. You don't have to look a certain way or feel a certain way or earn a certain amount of money or drive a certain car to get out there and do what you want. Stop holding yourself back and start doing what you have been longing to do. Let's move on now and see what your possible challenges are. And we have 4 of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles. Now Libra, this is a very interesting message, because what I am seeing here is that you have been saving for something, or you have been very cautious about spending money and going out and enjoying yourself. You've toned it down considerably because you had something in mind that you were aiming for. This could be, my dear Libras, that you have been saving for something particular, like you wanted to move to a new home, or perhaps you wanted to redecorate your home. This could be that you're saving for a car or a laptop. I do see with 4 of Pentacles, there is this essence of, I'm going to hold back. I'm going to do without so that I can get what I want. And Libra, what I'm seeing is that this week you are starting to feel as though you are closer to your goal. Because I see you with 8 of Pentacles already arranging, researching, making the calls so you can get out there and plan for what you have been wanting to do. So Libra, this could be that you've wanted to buy a new car and you wanted to have, say, a certain amount of money to put down for the deposit. Now this week you could be very close. So now you sit down and you start to research all the different car options available to you. What suits you? What works for you? What color would you like? I see you taking a wonderful step forward in getting what this is for you. So that being said, my dear Libras, I do not foresee any big challenges coming through for you this week. Now let us move on and see what Spirit would like to share with you. And we have Knight of Cups and the Hermit. Now Spirit has a really interesting message. If you, my dear Libras, have been going through a period where you just feel like you're out there on your own, nobody's really there for you, nobody's really got your back, you've got to make the decisions, you've got to take the actions, and sometimes you just feel like there's nobody in your corner. Spirit wants you to know that this week there is somebody particular that's going to stand out, that's just going to come through with Libra the kind of support that you might be looking for right now. This just could be a friend who phones you up and says, Libra, I've been thinking of you. How's things going? What's new in your life? If you're moving, do you need any help? If you're starting to date again, do you want me to help you take your profile pictures? There is somebody coming in unexpectedly, my dear Libras, that's going to make you realize you're not on your own. That if you do need somebody, there is always this particular person you can phone up and ask for the help you need. The big message here is you're not alone. And I do think for some of you, this particular person is going to surprise you in some way. They're going to come forward with an offer, a suggestion, advice, or just the energy of, Libra, what's going on with you? Tell me what's happening in your life. And you didn't expect it. So I think this is going to be quite wonderful for you. You know, Libra, when we realize we're not out there on our own, there is always that one person we can rely on. It makes the world of difference. Right, now let us move on and see what your unexpected blessing is this week. And we have Four of Cups and the Tower. Now, my dearest Libra, you have something coming through from the hand of God that you never anticipated. It's coming through out of the blue. I don't even think you have imagined it. It's going to come through while you are busy focusing on other things and concentrating on your life. And then all of a sudden, this cup of abundance is coming through from the hand of God. Now, Libra, it's going to take you aback because we do see the Tower here. You're going to get a shock, but it is a delightful shock. So you can imagine how different this is going to be for everybody. Libra, this could be that you go on a date this week and the person waiting for you in the restaurant is the most incredible person. Somebody you never thought you would meet on a blind date. This could be a Libra that your boss calls you in and says, Libra, listen, we are expanding the business into a new country, a country I know that you love and you're interested in. Would you be interested in relocating and heading up one of our departments? It's this kind of energy. It's going to take you aback. But as I said, Libra, this is the kind of shock we want. I do feel that whatever is coming in for you, in whatever area is important to you, you're going to see it. You're going to recognize it for what it is. And it is going to be the beginning of something quite wonderful. At the end of the week, we've got Eight of Wands and Three of Cups. Eight of Wands is telling me, my dearest Libras, that what we have seen and spoken about today is happening very quickly for you. This is not slow-moving energy. The pace at which this all happens is fast-moving. So you can expect, my dear Libras, when you get out of this waiting energy and you take action, things are going to start happening. When you start looking at what you want in terms of what you've been saving for, and you make those calls and you get out there and you look at whatever this is, it'll happen quickly. Whatever this knight is coming in with, it's not something that you have to wait for. They're going to come in. They're going to offer you this gift, this opportunity, this advice. And this week, it will resonate with you and make an impact. And most exciting is the cup of abundance coming through from the hand of God. The Tower energy is fast and dramatic. And before you know it, my dearest Libras, you will be in Three of Cups, which tells me you're going to want to celebrate. You're going to want to call up your friends, your family. You're going to want to get out and about and make a toast to all this wonderful energy coming in. Let's go ahead now and get your spirit animal message for this week. Let us see now what your spirit animal would like to share with you. And you have number 15, Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Libra, the number 15 is your lucky number this week. Any combination or variation of the numbers 1 and 5, please consider very auspicious. The cow is your spirit animal, so wherever the cow comes up, this too is a blessed sign. And your message is, the miracles are endless. And my dear Libras, each and every message that we saw coming through for you has this element of a miracle. A miracle doesn't have to be massive, huge and dramatic, but it does have the essence of bringing in something you have wished, desired and prayed for. And then, of course, there are those miracles we don't see coming. So, my dear Libras, there's a lot here to look forward to. That's all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.